When I think back at the early days of ESPN, I mean the 1970s, the activity of ESPN was based on building bridges between the different parts of Europe and building especially bridges across the Iron Curtain. At the early years of 2000, ESPN had probably reached its height concerning international social responsibility in Europe. Since these days in 2000, there has been a development of increasing disparity in Europe, which I regret. And this is certainly not to the benefit of European children. So we must come back to these days in 2000, 2003, when people had become friends and pediatric nephrologists in Europe had been able to build up a very, very nice family of pediatricians.
You are completely right. So, what, in your opinion, were the main accomplishments of the ESPN during your period as ESPN Secretary General?
I think that was the knowledge transfer at that time. If we analyze all congresses of ESPN, it was in the early years of 2000 that so many pediatricians from all over Europe were able to attend the congresses and were able to discuss patients with their colleagues. This is, in my opinion, the main achievement. From the scientific and research-wise aspect, it's the invention of new methods in detecting the genetic basis of renal diseases. And in my opinion, it was the pediatric nephrologists who brought nephrology forward in the world. And many diseases were explained by the new methodology of applying molecular biology and genetics to pediatricians.
Okay, very nice. And the last question is, what would you like to wish to the pediatric nephrologist and to the ESPN as an association for the future, for the next 50 years?
I think that pediatric nephrologists will have to learn that further progress can be made if we can offer child-friendly healthcare services. This means starting to improve integrated care. Now, this understanding is based on a couple of factors. Firstly, we have to admit that many diseases have roots, they have causes, they produce effects and an outcome. If we neglect the roots of the diseases, we may probably never be able to present children with a good future of their life. The second argument is that we have to respect the life course model. So renal diseases do not start at a certain age, like 6 years. Many of them start already during pregnancy. And these diseases may not show up during childhood. They may only become evident at the age of 50 or 60. So the life course model brings pediatric nephrologists into a central role in the treatment of children with diseases of the kidneys and of the urinary tract. If we miss the development, the early development of these diseases, it's our colleagues in adult nephrology who will then have to do the work, and they have missed, and we have missed a chance to prevent a progressive course of a kidney disease.